So there's been a lot of clatter of me doing worse in tournaments and it's the Smash Box, ESAM, the Smash Box is killing you. So a couple of things. One, I want to talk about that. But first, I'm going to show you where I currently am skill-wise with the GameCube controller, having not used it for 6 or 7 months. We're just going to jump into a couple games on Elite Smash and show you how sus my play is, because I played a couple games offline. It's just, it's funny to me. So let's get into it. Ugh, okay. Like, dude, it feels so gross at the moment. Like, it's so weird to think that of, like, the controller I've used for since 2005 competitively, and of course more casually before that. Like, all my movement feels disgusting. Because, like, I'm so not used to my thumb having to do a lot. Forward smash. Like, it feels like so much more, like, physical effort, which is odd, because that's one of the things you think of box. You're just like, oh yeah, it's, like, so difficult, right? But, like, am I dead? No, I did a good angle. That angle's hard as fuck. Like, ugh. Feels gross, feels gross, feels gross. I messed up my slingshots. I messed up so many slingshots. Because it's... Oh, I thought I was on the other side. That was my bad. You say you only drop combos because you play on box? It's like, nope, I suck. No, like, it literally it just feels gross. Like, again, this is not like I'm saying this because I'm, like, promoting the Smashbox. Like, I don't care what company makes money. Like, Hitbox doesn't sponsor me, Smashbox doesn't sponsor me, so this is just my opinion. It feels way worse than I expected, going back to it. Is that gonna hit me? Ugh, that was supposed to be an up air. Like, can y'all see the difference of just, like, my movement and, like, the speed at which I can do things? Like, if you've been watching me a lot recently, you can really tell. Because, like, I can tell immediately, and I'm all, like, my hand is, like, immediately, like, hella uncomfortable. I won, because I'm still nice as fuck, but, like, ugh. Like, did you see my lack of combos? I just played neutral. And, of course, it makes some sense that it's gonna be worse because I haven't played it in 6 months. Like, I've played it, like, twice for, like, recording. Okay, this matchup's free. If I lose this matchup, you know it's bad. Okay, combo. Cool. Whoops. Like, I messed up a Bar Thunder! I never messed those up before. Ugh, I can, like, barely instant wall jump. Like, I don't know. If you're comfortable, or if you know my play nowadays, like, this is so much worse. And, like, yeah, I'm still doing some good shit, but that's because, again, like, I'm still a top player, but, like... I wish I could do double up there, but I can't. Like, this is worse. Okay, let me switch to box. Just for, it's been 2 games now, we can, like, compare the difference. My hands feel so weird after playing GameCube. It's a really good recovery. Like, it feels so, like, GameCube felt so much slower. Like, I'm focusing, because, like, my brain's getting reused because I haven't been playing GameCube, like, earlier today. Because I woke up at fucking, like, 7 a.m. Yeah. Like, my recoveries are more clean, my edge guarding can be better because I'm less scared to go off stage, my slingshots and my movement is better. And again, maybe it would have been better had I never switched to box, like the GameCube stuff. Like, that's obvious, right? Because, like, I definitely did lose time, at the very least, with box, right? Because, like, I practiced it instead of doing other things. But also, in a month using box, right, I had my closest set ever with Mars, like, actually, right, at a Lost Tech, and I beat Mutace. So it's not like I'm, you know, it's not like I have no results and everything's been bad since, right? Like, I'm losing to good players. Or, like, pre-locals after I travel where I'm tired. Back here. I can recover high, better. Woo! And it sounds better? So true. So true, bestie. Verfunct, I don't know. I haven't studied the edge guarding flowcharts enough to know what I can do against Sean's Falcon's recoveries. Like, I've been messing up. Like, that's the thing, is people are like, oh my god, ESAM, you're missing so much. The counterplay of people against me has been insane recently. Like, they've been playing so well. And, like, me not hitting combos because someone's SDIing weird isn't the box's fault. I'm making a bad decision, right? I wish Ivysaur players did anything on the ground other than fucking grab. What a bad idea. That's why I like, oh, let's go jab. I wanted to hit them. I didn't. Dude, having easier access to Slingshot by itself is like, damn, box is worth it. Because I Slingshot a fuck ton now because it's a better way to do T-jolts. Ought to be able to get the hit. That didn't hit at all. That killed Charizard at 113? Peak is broken. But yeah, so basically, the point is, obviously at this point on Smashbox, I am very comfortable. I have had really good wins, and honestly, my losses for the most part are fine, right? I lost to Mars, who I've never beat. I beat in one set, and then he immediately beat me in set 2 of Grand Finals. I've lost to Send, I've lost to Dark Wizzy, and Kamame, DD, and Teaser. And at Locals, I've lost to who? An Aegis player that I forget their name of in Georgia. But this was literally at night after I had traveled at like 8 a.m. So I was just tired. And it was also, I lost to Axel, one of the best Isabels in the world. Then at Locals here, I lose to Sean, who's arguably the best Falcon, Jake, who's Jake, Beast Mode Paul, who's really good, Kobe, who's really good, and then Samus here named G Swizzy, because I'm bad against Samus. So my losses aren't bad, but yes, am I doing worse? Obviously. But the reason I'm doing worse isn't because of this thing, it's because everyone is getting better. It's not anything with the controller. I mean, sometimes I'm falling into habits that I have with this controller because I have access to some stupid shit, but also I fell into habits with GameCube in some of the ways I recovered. It's gonna happen. Everyone's gonna have habits all the time, regardless of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So this isn't anything to do with the Smashbox. People are getting better. I obviously had to put a lot of time into like one player practice of I'm not playing super good people because I had to learn this, and people are just getting really, really, really good. I had one top 8 the entirety of 2022. And half of the events I was with GameCube controller, and the other half I was Smashbox. And yeah, I got it with GameCube controller, but also, relatively, my bracket for that tournament was super easy. I had to play like one top player besides the people I lost to. I lost to Jackal. In winners, before Jackal, I didn't really have to play anyone super hard. And then I beat, the best player I beat was Quandale Dinglingleton, or D-Dog, who's good, but I'm pretty good versus Steve. And then otherwise it was people that made upsets and people that made upsets. I didn't have to play Ling. I didn't have to play Mars. I didn't have to play the other people in top 8. I didn't have to play Syrup or anything like that. I lost to Axiom XL after he beat Mars, but also Axiom's really good in general and also versus Pikachu, and that was with GameCube. I should have won that match. So yeah, am I losing matchups that I should win? Sure. because people are really good, not because of the box. It's fine. And Goblin, and Zenyu, and what's the Pac-Man player? Rocky. But like, oh no, Zenyu's been playing really well recently. Rocky is like number 2 or 1 in their state, and I'm also bad versus Pac-Man. But then I play friendlies with top players, and I do well. I do well versus Light. I do well versus, like, again, I beat Mudace. People are just good. It's hard to be consistent in this game. That's one of the reasons that Leo, Tweak, Spargo, Light are so impressive, because it's so hard to just constantly play well. It's literally, that's it. It's just hard.